But in the first place, my idea was to start up with broilers. I ended up taking interest in locals, and I found out you can be unique. 2, it can make a lot of money compared to these other breeds. 3, they are disease resistant. Yes, they can get diseases, but not as much as these other breeds. Every time market is available. Me, my challenge I have right now, I can't satisfy the market. I have more than 200 outgrowers.
Are you serious?
Yes, they help me out to make sure that we can satisfy the demand however we can know.
So there is serious money in poultry, and to be specific, in local poultry.
Yes. For other breeds, fine, they can get money. For that, I can't lie. But if I'm to compare, I can see they're just getting pocket change. The demand is always high. They go on introduction. Can you take layers on introductions? Can you take broilers?
No. For those watching outside of Uganda, introductions, those are our traditional ceremonies.
So that's why I say these ones go 95%. Broilers go 75%.
The market is
layers
huge.
65%. Broilers go 45%. So you compare the percentage. Yes, the other ones, they are the most laying, but still, even though these ones don't lay as layers, but the eggs are much profitable. One egg is for 1,000.
How about the other one?
500.
Wow.
So for us, we multiply you by 2. If you're selling 10 trays to one person, me, I'll need to sell only 5 trays to get the same money as you.
Okay.
If we put cocks and they become fertilized, we shall multiply you by 3. Remember, eggs for eating in locals, we sell at 20 wholesale price.
20,000.
Layers, that is 10K. Period. So
that is farm gate price.
Yes. If we put cocks and they become fertilized, that is 30K.
30,000.
I'm multiplying you by 3.
Wow.
So what are
the
you
other one
telling
remains
me?
at 10,000. And sometimes it is actually even low, 8,000, depending on the size of the eggs.
Exactly. If these layers, they are tired of laying eggs, we call them off layers. So if I'm to sell them, do you think I'm going to sell it 25?
How much are you selling it?
I'll sell it 40.
40,000.
That's why I'm telling you, come and we do this business. So these ones are sweeter than the other ones.
The taste is much richer than the layers, the
Some
broilers,
people, they always
broilers.
complain, but they are on deep litter system. They are not sweet as these ones on free range. But let me tell you something. Locals stay locals. A white man can't become a black person. You understand?
Today, I'm at Makula local poultry farm here in Uganda, and I'm meeting a very special young lady who was working in the Arab world, but currently she is owning a very big local poultry farm, and we are here to get to know her story. How was your life before starting a poultry farm?
Yeah, my life. So I used to have this dream of being in a local poultry business, but during that time, I didn't have money, I didn't have access, I didn't have knowledge. So all I had to do was to make research to find out what is necessary and what is not necessary. But all in all, it ended up in having capital, which I didn't have at that time. So I got an idea of flying abroad to seek for capital. So
chasing for the greener pastures.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
where did you find the greener pastures?
Actually, I wanted to go to Dubai.
Okay.
I used to dream of Dubai.
Okay.
But you know what I used to think of? Coming closer to big buildings, taking pictures, yes. And I tell everyone I'm in Dubai.
In Dubai.
Actually, even getting a WhatsApp number +971, I could see that it was something.
You could see that it was an achievement.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, there is one time, even I told my friend, do you mind if you buy me a number for Dubai so that I can get that WhatsApp? If you come into my inbox, hi, the first thing, I'm in Dubai. That feeling, eh? After 6 months, then I got to realize it was nothing.
Okay.
But life before was not easy. I did a lot of businesses. I was into media.
Here in Uganda?
Yes.
Okay. You studied journalism?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a journalist by profession. So
Okay.
I went to some of the media companies in Uganda.
Media
Some
houses.
assigned me. Others were like, you'll come back later. So those a few who were like, you come in, eh? The amount of money they were giving me, it was not really amazing. It was so small. I had a family. I had to take good care of my dad, my mom. You know that feeling, eh?
Yeah.
Coming to home, bringing
How
me
much
this
were
thing.
they offering?
Actually, I don't know if I can tell figures, but it was really very small.
Very small.
Yes, you could just spend it in transport, eating, makeup. So
I
you
hear
could just
journalists
earn
are paid
nothing.
per story they submit. Is it true?
Yeah, at that time they could do also that. But me, during that time, I was in internship.
Oh.
Because I went at YMCA.
Okay.
So I was this bright girl asking friends what is going on there. So I had a friend. Actually, he's in media. He's called JNP. So he's the one who told me, I'm at Magic and UBC. So I was like, me too, me too.
Magic FM?
Yes, but that money at that time, it was not really amazing. Till when one day I found out that my friends were abroad. Yes. I used to be on Facebook. I used to be there watching my friends, having good life. This one has bought a car. This one is building a house. So I ended up going to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yes. Yeah, but before I went, I was struggling a lot, by the way. I did pastry and bakery. I used to bake.
Wow.
I baked daddies.
Wow.
I baked...
Now you hustled so much.
I baked cookies. I did many things. Even these hard corns, I used to fry them. I used to fry guineas. I could pack
Now,
them.
when we talk of guineas, I was once there also.
Really?
I used to sell guineas. I used to fry hard corns.
I used to do that,
And
and I
bagia.
had that dream that if I go abroad, if I get a lot of capital, I'm going to brand it well. Yes, so that was my dream. Yes, so life was not easy. Capital was not enough because I remember that time I used to play with only 20K. Then I increased to 50K capital. So through that journey of collecting and saving 2K, 3K, I managed to save for my journey to Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So that's when that idea came in because I was struggling.
So what were you doing in Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia, I was a housemaid.
Okay.
Kadama, you
Proud
know?
one?
Yes. Yes.
Shout
Housemaid.
out to the Kadamas they are watching.
Even
Big
not
up
housemaid,
yourselves.
house manager. Yes, because it's you who manages the house. Yes, so you manage the house, you are the overall.
Yeah.
You know where everything is. The owners, even they don't know. That's why we are called house managers. So
But
I was
unfortunately,
there.
some of them are mistreated by their bosses.
To talk about that, I think it's on how you behave.
Really?
Yes, sometimes.
Because we've seen stories. Some
Sometimes.
girls come back when they have lost their lives. They come back in caskets.
Yes, sometimes. To take you back, I remember that house where I used to work from. The first 3 months I spent there, they didn't like me well. Because before there was a maid who was from Ethiopia. I'm sorry to mention Ethiopia, but maybe she was not doing well. So according to the way how she used to behave, maybe they didn't like blacks.
Okay.
So when I went there, they were like, where are you from? Uganda? They were like, okay. So I couldn't pick that feeling that they welcomed me. But after a few months, I showed them what I could do. I was well disciplined, a very good girl, very clean. The sanitation was good. I could do my work in time. So that's how I managed even to be there for 4 years.
You spent 4 good years
Yes,
as working as a housemaid.
yes. And if I didn't have a family, even I wouldn't bother to come back because they were so loving, like seriously.
Okay.
There is that feeling when I was coming back, you know. I was like, I'm going back in August. But when August reached, I felt like I don't want to go. But at the same time, I was missing my kids. So I couldn't take a choice. I was just there in between. But at the end of the day, we have to go back home. We can't spend the rest of our lives abroad.
Now, I want to appreciate you for making that bold decision of coming back with the little you had made and decided to invest.
Yeah.
Now, before we come to the farm, I would like to ask you that most challenging time or situation you faced while working as a housemaid.
Oh God, I wish I could lie, but I can't lie. I didn't face any challenge. I know some of the people, they're going to say that I'm lying, but I swear before God, I didn't see any challenge.
Wow, we
Those
thank
people,
God for that.
yes, they were so sweet, so nice. Even right now, they still call me, Hannifer, you can come back, you can come back. But me too, I'm like proud. I'm making money.
Do they know that you're now a business lady?
Yes.
The CEO of Makula local poultry farm?
Yes, they see my statuses.
Okay.
They just say, mashallah, mashallah, Hannifer. Very good, Hannifer. Yes.
Mashallah means what?
Happy, they're like, you know, they are very happy. God bless you. It is very good. You know, it means a lot of things. So they just appreciate. And they see I deserve it.
So, Hannifer, coming back to Uganda, you've made up your mind. You're like, no, I'm going back home. How did you get the idea of starting poultry?
Well, the idea of getting into local poultry business, it was from one of my friends. I had a friend, she was into broilers, and I had another one, she was into layers. And actually, they were all neighbors in the same area. But I used to admire those two when I was still in a poor condition. They were my neighbors. But sometimes I could go there, you see how they are doing their business, they are building rentals. This one in broilers was driving a good car. I could be like, how are you doing this? They could tell me my husband is supporting me. I have my sons abroad, they are supporting me. At the end of the day, I didn't have a solution. You understand? I could just admire, just admiring.
I see.
Till one day, you know, we always have a lot of leisure online. So after doing my housework, I used to be on my phone. I could go on YouTube.
Back in Saudi?
Yes, back in Saudi. I could go on YouTube, Facebook. I started watching these videos for making daddies. I wanted to upgrade. I wanted to polish my work. I could see there is this company for Sams. I could admire what they could do. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. Even I called someone in Uganda who used to sell me cakes for my babies for happy birthdays. So I called that person. Even I paid that person to come and teach my dad how to bake.
Wow.
So my dream was to build here a room. I make a home bakery. Even I chose a name. Guess the name?
What's the name?
Hanni's Home Bakery.
Hanni's Home Bakery.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I was going to do.
Hanni's from Hannifer?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was going to do. Even I made stickers. I made a business card. You understand?
I
so
see.
that's what I was thinking of. My dad learned how to bake donuts, how to make chapatis, how to make bagias. We did lots of things. But this world is not fair. I ended up watching one of my friend's status. He had put these local hens. So they were looking good. We talked. He told me where he got them. So me too, I picked that interest. So me too, I went on website, I went on YouTube channels, I started making research myself.
Yes.
Till when I found out the right place where I'm going to get my breed from. So I started.
Why did you choose local versus the other breed?
Local? First of all, I wanted to be unique.
Versus broiler, crailers, and layers.
I wanted to be unique.
Okay.
Yes. But in the first place, my idea was to start up with broilers.
Okay.
At first. I'm sure you've seen our trading center.
Yes.
So every night people work from morning to morning.
It doesn't sleep.
Yes, they are roasting chicken. So I had that idea. That's why even this pen house you're seeing here right now, it was going to accommodate 500 birds for broilers.
Wow.
Yes, so even I brought in that idea. I start weighing in kilos, I start cutting, I deliver, I roast. I was planning many things. So at the end of the day, like I've told you, we have a lot of leisure. So I ended up picking interest in locals. So, and I found out you can be unique. 2, it can make a lot of money compared to these other breeds. 3, they are disease resistant. Yes, they can get diseases, but not as much as these other breeds. 3, they can't run out of the market. Every time market is available. Me, my challenge I have right now, I can't satisfy the market. I'm not limited.
Really?
Yes, I'm not. That's why I'm happy.
Earlier on, you told me you have outgrowers.
Yeah.
You yourself plus your outgrowers, you cannot meet the demands on the market currently.
We can't. We can't. And I know right now my outgrowers, they are watching me. I have more than 200 outgrowers.
Are you serious?
Yes. They help me out to make sure that we can satisfy the demand. However, we cannot. Right now,
So
even
there
I
is
can
serious
give you
money?
Yes, even I can give you an assessment right now.
Okay.
I can tell you if you have someone with these 500 local cocks, I want cocks, 500. If you can get me that person, I'm sure I'm going to buy all of them. Because all my clients, they are on pending. It's as if they are booking. Can you imagine?
I see.
Instead of coming and they pick cocks and they go, I'm telling them, give me 1 week, give me 2 weeks. Why? We can't tell our clients that we don't have. We can't tell that to our clients. If you call me, even though I'm out of stock for fertilized eggs, of course I will tell you, give me time. You make your order, we place it. After 10 days, you'll come and pick it. You know what I do? I go into my book. I look for all my outgrowers. I'm like, do you have eggs? Do you have eggs? Even your outgrower is like calling another, do you have? So that is the system we are running into right now. We can't. So that is the challenge we have.
So there is serious money in poultry, and to be specific, in local poultry.
Yes. For other breeds, I'm not much into them. For that, I can't lie. But if I'm to compare, because I have friends who are doing it, but the problems, they are telling me, fine, they can get money. For that, I can't lie. But if I'm to compare, I can see they are just getting pocket change.
So this is more profitable?
Yes, of what I'm making in this local poultry business.
Wow. At what months do they start laying eggs?
That is 4 months and a half.
4 months and a half.
One condition. If you feed them well, as we teach you. If we teach you and you put everything into consideration, trust me. Even there is a person who called me yesterday. They laid at 4 months old. Can you imagine?
4 months.
Yes. She's there.
The first eggs are they big or they are like this for the layers?
All eggs are small. If they are
first?
starting, yes,
Okay.
because they are starters.
Okay.
We always give them 1 month to mature.
Exactly.
Then we put in cocks. Then we start picking fertilized eggs.
How much is a 12 starter eggs?
For that one, me as a person, I don't know how much people sell, but me, I'm a generous woman. Whenever we pick those ones, we give them to our neighbors because they supply us with banana peelings. So we always keep that friendship.
I wish I was your neighbor.
In the community. Can I tell you something funny?
Please.
Do you know that in my family, at our home, I always buy eggs for layers because I count each egg as a chick. I love money. So you understand?
So you eat for the layers, not
Yes,
the local ones?
I eat for the layers, not for this one. Because we sell each chick at 3,500. So me, I'm seeing...
chick?
Yes, me, I'm seeing a chick. I'm not seeing an egg.
Okay.
So if we get even those damages, still the same thing. Neighbors, where are you? We have many kids here. They come, Makula. My mama told me to bring banana peelings. So whenever you give that child some eggs, that child will be so happy. Tomorrow, she will do the same thing. And remember, in this world, we need to serve. We have to do accountability on each of everything we are doing so that
Exactly.
we can get something good out of it. This is a
Exactly.
business. So if you see that they are feeding on 20 kgs of food, make sure that you divide it by 2. You bring 10 kgs, then you mix it with 10 kgs for banana peelings. You see how I'm saving?
Yeah, I see.
Yes. So we always give those eggs to the neighbors, even to keep communication, connection. Because you are going to come there up, you say, where is Makula located? They will tell you, you go there down. They are happy because of what we do with their kids,
I see.
and how we support them. So that is it.
So from 4 months of starting laying, how long do they off lay?
If you feed them well, on my side, I will say 3.
3 years.
Yes.
3 good years.
So if we are to compare layers, I think some people they go 3 years. Even in Krailers they go 3 years. Even in locals 3 years. Then why not to choose locals?
So the time for laying eggs is standard 3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
If you feed them well, because these ones they're on a deep litter system. Number 1, vaccinate them well. 2, make sure that you clean the pen house very well, and make sure that you feed them in time. Trust me, you'll get something out of it, which is nice.
Okay.
So they will lay for a good time. They'll give you cute babies. You understand? So that is all.
So, by the way, congratulations upon your new ride.
Coach Susanawe.
I saw you bought a ride. So you're cruising. How does it feel to cruise on the road? Eh?
What should I say?
I want to board and a taxi.
Anyway,
Congratulations.
thank you. But I believe everyone can do. Everyone can make it.
A few seconds ago, you've mentioned that you value each egg for the locals. So that means you do breeding.
Yes, I'm a breeder. Makula local poultry breeders. I'm a breeder.
Okay.
We collect our eggs. We take them to the hatchery. Some of you know, as the incubator. So we put there our eggs. After 3 weeks, we get babies out of them. So if you book with us, 3 weeks, you'll be ready to get your chicks. So me as a person at our farm, mainly I'm a breeder.
So how is the mortality rate in the local poultry?
The mortality rate in locals, it is very, very low. And most times before I give you my chicks, I always pass you through a procedure. I teach you how you're going to handle them. I give you the vaccination chart. I tell you I've vaccinated day 1. So number 1, you have to vaccinate. You have to follow this chart. 2, I always teach you how to keep hygiene. I teach you how you're going to monitor them. I give you schedule on how many times you're going to wake up at night, during day, how you're going to make sure that everything is in order. So you'll find out that if you put what I've told you into consideration, it will be very, very low. Like for example, if I give you 1,000 birds and you put everything into consideration, trust me, you'll find out that you've lost like 10. And remember, I can't give you only 1,000 birds you've paid for. I always give you extras. Like we have other people up country. They always buy chicks from us, like in Silonko, Biko, Fort Potro. If you find out that that person is taking maybe 500, you can put extras like 30. Why? Some may die on the way, but you know that even some can reach without losing a single chick. So if that person does not lose, well and good. If that someone loses, still we are on the track.
Compensation.
And still, if we go into brooder and you follow what I taught you, you'll find that that person won't lose
anything.
Yes, anything. Fine, you may lose, but trust me, it will be a little.
Very few.
Yes, so you just have to be careful, follow what we have taught you, but the rate is always low compared to other books.
Do you have the capacity of selling out of the country?
Out of the country, out of the country.
Yes.
I wish. I would love that. I would love that, but that is the challenge I have. I have clients from Kenya, Zimbabwe, Zambia. Every day they hit my inbox, but the problem we have, transporting them outside, taxes are high. But I've ever sold there.
Okay.
But on one condition, I tell you, come for them from the farm.
They come?
Yes, I have 5 so far.
They come from Kenya?
Yes, they come, they make sleepovers, they book, then after they take their chicks.
Wow.
So I've ever sold to 5, but others, it is still difficult.
Okay.
I wanted to try it out, but I failed. So if there is someone out there, someone who can help us, not me only, because we have other farmers, we have outgrowers. If there is someone who can help us, maybe to make a way. I don't know how we can do it, but I'm sure we can't fail.
I think you should make some research and you join some trade unions.
Okay.
There you can find a solution.
Okay.
But I believe there are some people even watching this video right now who can help you. So I'll provide your phone number so they reach out, you discuss and see how you can go about that.
I'll be glad because that is my only problem I'm facing.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
let's talk about a few challenges you have faced in this. Is there any challenge you faced so far? Or it's all
The
good?
challenges, like I told you before, satisfying the market.
The market is a challenge?
That is the challenge.
The market is too big for you?
The market is too big for me. However, we are trying. We have other problems like diseases, but those ones are controllable.
They are manageable.
So that one, I can't say that it is a challenge. But there are only 2 challenges.
Only 2?
Yes.
Thieves, no?
For thieves, they are controllable. You put cameras, dogs. You understand? 3, you have to be security yourself. God. Even though you keep without God, you are keeping for nothing.
Yeah. You always have to put God first.
You have to put God first.
Exactly. I love that.
You have to make sure that you put everything in order. Some people, they are, should I say, they are disorganized. There is one of my outgrowers I went to visit last time. I called him, I told him that I'm going to be at your farm. But do you know what I found on his farm? He was very, very disorganized. The door is not closed. That he went to the trading center to buy food. We sat there over 40 minutes.
Wow.
So I was like, what if I enter? I take like 5. Will he know that I've taken some hands out of it? And remember, even the person who is the owner is abroad. This one is just a worker.
Oh, that's a challenge.
So that was the challenge. The management was very, very poor. So we have to consider even the management. Yes.
I see.
Now you see here, even I can employ an askari. And how much do you think you can give to an askari? Even though it is 200k, even though it is 300k, I'm sure.
Okay, that's what they are given.
Yes. I'm sure you can make that money. You get my point, you can get that money out of this business and you pay askari so that your hands there safe.
Exactly.
You can get cameras, you install. They are no longer expensive like before. So that's how we try to maintain. We maintain what we can, even God adds on.
So Makula, in case someone wants to start poultry, local poultry, what advice do you give them?
Research. Without research, be vehicle.
Okay, how many birds do you advise one to start with, at least to make some good money?
If you have money, I'm talking about people with money, 500 would be a good number. 500. But if you don't have money, 300.
Okay, let's say 500. How much can it cost me to purchase 500 birds from you?
From me, just birds? 170, 1.7.
1.7. Each bird costs?
3,500.
3,500. Okay. How much do you think chicken pen for 500 can cost?
It goes around 5M.
5M.
We are talking about permanent. You are going to be with it 10 years to 15 years without maintenance, without doing anything.
How about temporary?
Temporarily, there is no much difference. We shall just pull out like 1 M. At the end of the day, you are doing maintenance. Cheap things are always expensive.
That's true. So 5 plus 1.7, that's 6.7 M. What else?
Feeding.
Feeding.
It requires you to be with 1 M.
1 M.
Monthly.
Monthly.
So I always round off by 10 million.
10 million.
To do the whole project.
For 500 bahts.
500 bahts. Without any stress. Penthouse, chicks, and feeding. 10 million, you are good to go.
Exactly. I want you to say something to your fellow Kadamas, the housemaids back there in Saudi Arabia. They are watching you right now. Those ones who are struggling, you've been there. I want you to give them a word of encouragement.
My dear sisters, brothers, never get scared to start. Whatever little money you have, I know it can do something. I always tell you on my TikTok that even though you want 10 bahts, whether 20 or 50, I know you can. If you have 500K, 1 million, trust me, you can do this business. So let us come together. I'm sure you'll get something out of it. I'm a living example. I was abroad. I started with my penthouse. I built it for 8 months. I repeat, I built my penthouse in 8 months with just the little I was saving. I used to save 300K every month. At the end of 8 months, I put up a structure. I started with 300 bahts. Even those ones, I saved them for 3 months. So at the end of the day, it was a whole year. So I started with the little I had. Sometimes I could be with 200, but I could feed for 1 week. I got 50K, I feed for 2 days. At the end of the day, when they laid at 4 months and a half, I came back to Uganda. Now here I am. I have a car. I have a few things I can't tell on camera, guys. I believe you too, you can do it. If you feel you're tired, and you have some little money, just come into my inbox. Tell me that, Makula, I have 1 million, I have 500K, I have 2 million. Trust me, I'll make for you a free quotation. All I want is you to start. Never be afraid to start. You people, let us come and we start. This business, it still needs more local poultry farmers. We are still playing. Let's come together and we do this business. Trust me, you are going to make some good money out of it.
Exactly.
So that is my advice to you, my fellow Kadamas, the house managers.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Makula,
Welcome.
for your time and for inspiring our people out there.
Okay.
Yes, so thank you for being a selfless lady
Okay.
and for being hardworking. Yeah, most people watching this video can relate with your story, and it will give them a reason to keep working hard, to keep moving, to keep going. Now we have one thing in common, me and you. Okay, even me, I've hustled a lot. You talked of the guineas, you used to sell those things. Me too, I used to sell that. I would fry the guineas, sell hard corns, soya beans, making them myself, but on a small capacity. And I would walk around Munyonyo. I used to say in Munyonyo, Sarama, Gaba, Bunga, selling those things. Later on, I bought a bike. You get? So I started riding on a bike. So life has been like that, but look where I am. So everyone out there watching this video, believe in yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. And you will make it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I believe it has inspired you. Now, if you've benefited from it, if you found value in it, kindly share it to your friends and family, to someone out there who you would like to start or to get this kind of knowledge. And they come, they start Kuyola Lingi money. What is Kuyola? Okay, we tap into this blessing of making money through local poultry farm. It's not a big thing right now in Uganda, on the continent of Africa, but there is serious money. We don't have many people doing this on a large scale. So we need to come into this and make serious money out of it. So big thanks to our sister Makula,
CEO.
CEO of Makula Poultry Farm in
Katoke.
Katoke. So I'll be providing her contact details on the screen and also in the description down below. In case you need to reach out to her, kindly go shoot her a message on WhatsApp. So from us to you, we say bye bye.